Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, so this is our June read, The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. So first question, how did you rate it? Wait, did you read it? Yeah. Okay.
I got some.
Okay. Did you read it at all? No, me either. And so what would you rate it from what you read?
Probably a 4.
Okay. It's got a 3.8 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. So that's not too bad. And so yeah, did you read the story? Why or why not? So I did not read the story because it is not my typical genre. It did intrigue me, and so I still on my TBR, but that's why I didn't read it because it's just not something I would normally read. Yeah, not super excited about it.
Yeah, I was a little on edge. I'm like, reading the other ones, and then like this one, like you said, I was not expecting it to be like one of probably like the least ones that I probably go for, but I did like it though. It was
Okay. Do you
good.
think you'll finish reading it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's
I may
interesting.
try Audible. May try to use Audible. Because there are some books where I try to read like the paper copy and then I'm like, and then I go to Audible, I was like, oh, I can do this.
I absolutely
I like
agree.
listening to
The
it
format matters
while I do
sometimes.
stuff. Like I can listen to that while I do
That's the good
homework.
thing about Audible, is that you can listen to it and then you can do other stuff. Like I listen to it when I drive or like when I'm cleaning my room, I'll listen to it, and like it's such an easy
Yeah.
thing. So
Yeah.
I can sit there and actually.
Yeah, I agree. So I pulled this off of The Guardian. There was a review on there by Carrie O'Grady. With time loops, body swaps, and a psychopathic footman, this is a dazzling take on the murder mystery. So there's been a lot of good with it as far as the reviews. So I pulled this mood board from Sylvia, and I just asked, do you have images that make you think of the story or characters? And I thought this was a pretty cool mood board. It's intriguing, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, the death,
Yeah.
yeah. I think doesn't Adam
The
have
bird one was intriguing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the girl.
Oh, let me go back, sorry. Yeah.
The middle picture, I like that.
Yeah. So kind of intriguing. And of course I got it off, through Pinterest and
I actually
yes. Yes.
like the details in the middle one on the left.
Oh yeah,
That
the clock. I think it
yes.
is. Yeah.
I've was looking at the rest of them, like comparing. I'm like, that one has the most details, and that one stuck out to me the most because of the details.
And maybe this is something we do one month is we read a book and then we all get together and make a mood board. Make our own mood board for it and share it.
That'd be cool.
Are there quotes that stuck with you from the story? So just looking through, again, I didn't read it, so I did my research. There was a lot of really good quotes. Like this one, we are never more ourselves than when we think people aren't watching. And how true is that, right?
That's true.
So that was something that kind of stuck with me. And I guess for everybody that didn't read it, if you do search it up, there's like really good reads. There's really great quotes on there.
There were so many I didn't remember.
Yeah. So did you know? So the title was originally Oh, my bad. The title was originally The Seven and a Half Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and they changed the US title to help differentiate from the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And I actually had a lot of people asking me, they were like, is this connected to this book? And I'm like, no, two totally different books, totally different authors. Right. Yeah. And they are two totally different. That's what I meant. My bad. Good.
I'll try to find the
I love
last
it.
meeting notes.
Okay. That's fine.
But
But yeah, I thought that was a cool little thing. So this was something that I pulled from, and I actually have the link. We can go read the whole thing if we want to. But so imagine coming to consciousness in the middle of a dark forest, mid-sentence, with no memories of who you are, where you are, or why you're in the middle of a dark forest yelling someone's name. And so like to me, that was like a catch. Like it's like, oh, now I want to read more about it and kind of see what's happening. And apparently this is what happens every time they die and they come back into a different body. It's this
everybody,
basically, and it's like I think it's like 7 days or 8 days. And every time they come back, they're in a different person's body during this event. Yeah, until they figure out who the murderer is.
Wait, that sounds like a game I used to play at what is it? I forget what the name of it, but like you have people sit, it's not duck duck goose, but like you sit in a circle and you have everyone close their eyes, someone leaves the room, but you have to guess who's missing. You don't know. And that reminded me of that. And I'm like,
Yeah, it's kind of like that, and they have to figure it out,
That's
and
why
it's very like mystery,
yeah.
murder mystery. But they come back like this, and no memories of before, and then they have to like figure it all over again before they die again. Mhm. Yeah,
Such a cool
it is. And so this kind of has that as well. But yeah, this quote from the book kind of grabbed me a little bit. I was like trying to
That was
imagine that.
interesting.
And as we usually do, a second suite, share one thing you most disliked, one thing you most loved about the story and why. Can be a character, place, or phrase, etc. Is there anything in particular that you want to share, Rachel?
Um,
I mean, did you get very far, like far enough to have?
Probably not far enough, like,
Okay.
but I have to keep reading it but I will let everyone know.
Okay.
What I
Yeah.
think
And you
about
can
it.
share in other, because I know some people didn't read A Court of Thorns and Roses, but then they wanted to. So if ever you're like, hey, I caught up and I want to share something, we can do that in each meeting. I will say from what I read with the reviews and I did kind of start it a little bit. I do like the writing. To me, it feels clean. So I know what's happening without too much information or too much fluff going on. So I did like that. And then this was pretty short because I didn't read, but reminders, July meeting, BYOB, bring your own book. Next meeting is Thursday, July 31st, 2 p.m. at Noble and Main in Cartersville. Bring a friend. But also, I wanted to mention we can start ordering mid-July according to Clifton. So that means if we want to offer, like, if we want to pay for everybody's coffee, you have to RSVP. So I think we're going to create a form.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
create a form. We'll have a list for Clifton. Um, and if you don't RSVP and you show up, you can buy your own coffee and stuff, but we just wouldn't be able to if anyone just randomly shows up. So, but we'll share that with everybody. And for those who may watch this, if you want to share in Discord thoughts on this book, if you read it, we'd be happy to read that.